Hello everyone, and welcome back to Galactic Spots, our 101 Dalmatians side story. And it's been a little bit since I have been able to sit down on this alien colony. That was a hover car that just drove by. That was so cool. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I've been able to sit down on this alien colony and visit with Suas and Lyra. But we are back. I apologize for the break. I have actually been very, very sick, and it took me a little while to be able to get back up on my feet. But speaking of being back up on my feet, I don't know about you guys. Oh, hey, we just discovered Suas has discovered all the trait chip schematics that can be designed at her current level of bot building skill, which is 5. So we can't research any more trait chips, but Suas has advanced to technology skill level 4. She can now woohoo on the jetpack. Well, my goodness. Actually, wouldn't that be a twist? Suas, you do not want to even raise the spawn that you have, but if you end up having another spawn, I wonder if you'd be willing to set Lyra free. Now, there's a twist I didn't think about, guys, until exactly this moment. If Suas ends up finding love, does that mean that Lyra would be able to be released earlier? Or what if Suas decides to design a child? But I just feel like her alien culture really puts a lot of emphasis into producing an exemplary offspring. And if you have to have multiple, then clearly, unless they're all exemplary, you kept messing up. And I imagine there's a lot of pressure from their alien society. One day I should really spend more time writing lore about it. So far it's just writing itself organically. So that is why Lyra has to be kind of the best she can possibly be, is because that is how Suas is going to maintain her position and be given a place in her alien society by showing that she can pass on a successful and even improved linkage in the alien genetics that they are passing on. But that is all to say that maybe there is a way out for Lyra. Maybe Suas might be able to like fall in love, have another child. Didn't think about that. And honestly, I honestly think that it's very unlikely. But who knows? We'll have to see. Most likely Lyra's going to grow up and be able to return to Earth on her own when she can break free of the alien society she's currently being raised in. But that's going to have to wait because in all honesty, she is just a kid on an alien planet right now. And she is being kept by her alien mother, who, I don't know if I've made this clear to you guys, one of my big goals with her is to complete Suas's lifetime wish, and I really think if we actually complete Suas's lifetime wish and we manage to complete the advanced technology skills and maybe even like make her kind of wealthy, Suas might find it in herself to be a little bit more lenient and let Lyra go. She might feel that she's gained enough acclaim that maybe she can bribe her way into a stable place in their alien society's history. So spending time with Suas and trying to fulfill these challenges in the advanced technology skill and trying to fulfill her lifetime want are actually very important. Not to mention really fun, because I have never messed around with any of these things. So today is actually going to be all about Suas, because we are going to be spending more time with her, and we are finally going to step into the future. I have never been into the future. How long has this expansion pack been out? Years. It came out in the past and I still have yet to go into the future, but we are going to try that out today and start experimenting with it because I'm hoping it will help Suas to really increase a lot of her technology skills, and maybe it will give us a new place that we can take Lyra so that even though she is currently stuck away from Earth, lost in space, maybe at some point, at least until she becomes strong enough and old enough to be able to guide herself back to Earth and her family there, maybe part of her journey is going to be accepting her current place, not being resigned to staying in it, but accepting it and being able just to embrace the adventure. So I think that Lyra is slowly but surely starting to get to that, especially now that she has a nanny bot who kind of doesn't really have a social relationship with her, but Zine is kind of keeping an eye out for her. And now that she has Nisa the second, I can never decide how I want to say that name, who's a warm, fluffy reminder of home, I do think, especially because she's a child, it does take off just a pinch of the heartache. And her mom did kind of, her alien mom did kind of summon meteors. And Lyra does kind of have pointy ears. So I think she's starting to think about herself for her alien heritage as well. So we'll deal with that as Lyra has to struggle with the feelings of identity that every teenager does in about 5 more days. But for now, it's going to be about Suas. And the happier we make Suas, the more likely she might be to release Lyra a little bit early. So with the level 4 advanced technology skill, she can also program food quality to level 2 on the food synthesizer, and she can have additional dream pod dreams. So that's pretty cool. So we're actually going to leave. We're going to leave the present, and we're going to pretend that instead of going into the future, going into this portal will just teleport Suas to another colony. We are saying that this is kind of like a really poor colony that Suas is like really disgruntled to be crash landed at right now, but she did lose everything to those space pirates, so she's disgruntled to be here. It's kind of considered like the suburb, like the really, really country, cheap suburbs, sort of like the working town of a lot of the space colonies, but it's what she can afford, and it does put her on the outer ring to be able to visit a whole bunch of the different colonies and try to rebuild her magnificent technology collection. So when we go into space, or when we go into the future, pardon me, we are going to pretend we're actually going into space. We're going to go visit another colony, not the actual future. So hopefully, like, it'll be really cool. I've never done this before, but we're just gonna go ahead, head out. She doesn't have any desire to actually, like, she wants to improve her bot building skill, and since she has finished up most of the skill that she can do here in her own house, we're gonna go to another place and try to get more bot building pieces. And the only other want she has right now is to fly around with someone, and I don't think you can fly around with kids, so I think she would just leave. I mean, that's why she got a nanny bot, right? Zeem's here. Zeen is here. Zeen can take care of Lyra. I don't think that she would even think twice about it. All right, Suas. Make this as cool as years of waiting has hopefully built me up for. I'm begging you. Make this awesome. All right. All right. So far, cool. I can get with this. All right, where are you? Oh, is she stepping into it? Oh my gosh. Is she actually stepping inside of it? Whoa, look, it's Emmett. So Emmett is actually the guy involved who, Emmett is actually like the guy who you would worry about for this into the future kind of stuff. He deals with going into the future, but this is kind of cool. Okay, all right. Continue to impress me, Suas. Come on, make something happen. What? You sneak, you try to pretend you teleport from somewhere fancy. You were just on the street. He just like uses some sort of local teleport thing. I love Suas's face though. That's quite dramatic. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's also kind of like the stuff of nightmares, so I can't really decide if it's cool or not because it's kind of scary. But here is Emmett, so let's see what he has to say. All right, hello. Receive the Almanac of Time. Greetings, I am Emmett Relivart. You seem like an adventurous sim, so perhaps you'd like to use my time portal. All time travelers need an almanac to chart how your actions in the present reflect on your sim's future in Oasis Landing. We're just gonna pretend that he's kind of like verifying that we can even go. Did you give me a time almanac? Can I like go into it? So that's the time traveler. Reset the time continuum, but we would need to have skill level 10. I want to go into it. Oh, he's giving it to us. Nice. Okay, so this is what this looks like. So he is giving us this fancy little thing. Very cool. Very cool. I can definitely accept this. I'm going to say we finally got permission to go to another one of the colonies. And Suas is hoping to really make her luck there. We've got it. Nice. Okay. Help a time traveler out. Great woolly llamas! I was on my way home to Oasis Landing, and my time portal experienced a temporal disruption, and its power cells were thrown all over. Can you help me collect them? Find and collect the power cells on your lot. I guess we could, but just because I would want to keep them. The Time Almanac is the perfect companion for time travel. Would you like to know more about the Time Almanac? Sure, really quickly. And she has met the enigmatic time traveler. Okay, the time traveler has been chosen to bestow the Almanac of Time to your sim. The Almanac of Time is shared between all members of your active household and can be accessed from your sim's inventory. Reference the Time Almanac to explore Oasis Landing's alternate futures, view your active household's future descendants, or to find out more information about Oasis Landing's legacy statues. From the Events tab, you can read about and directly trigger the alternate future opportunities to make Oasis Landing more dystopian or utopian. You can even trigger the opportunity to revert it back to its normal state. Well, in the future, the Descendants tab will display your active household and each member's descendants. Clicking the magnifying glass will show where your descendants live. Your descendants' family worth and household size are also reflected and may change based off of your active household's traits and their household's funds. The legacy statues display the commemorated founders of Oasis Landing. Selecting a legacy statue from the list will display the title of the sim and the deeds that they are remembered for. Clicking on the magnifying glass while in the future will take you to where the legacy statues are located. Oh, maybe it would be a good goal to have Suas want to have legacy statues built in Oasis Landing dedicated to her, because maybe that's what she's after. She's after like that level of prestige, and like having a successful offspring is one of those. I do think it would be looked down in their society to have like multiple offspring, because you're just supposed to like perfect the one, which, you know, I'm not agreeing with that in human terms whatsoever. This is just for the alien society. But I don't know, maybe she'd be willing to be like, the experiment was lost on Earth, and take like that shame hit and then like have a second child. But who knows? Because I don't think that Lyra would want to give up a alien half sibling either. So many things. The requirements for earning a legacy statue as well as its reward can be found under this tab. That's so cool. All right, let's go ahead and collect up these power cells really quickly though, because he wants us to snag these. Okay, 1, 2, there's 7 altogether. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, there's a lot more than that. Holy cow. All right, well, we'll start collecting those, and then we will continue dealing with him. And apparently some of the counters need cleaned. All right, what do we have? Oh, eating roasted asparagus and mustard sauce. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I love watching my Sims cook. I am somewhat of a Simish foodie, to be completely honest. I love watching them prepare their delicacies and imagining how delicious that would be. That does not look delicious. I'm so sorry, Lyra. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, Lyra actually wants to reach level 6 of the advanced technology skill and make a ghost potion. And I do think she's supposed to be working on her logic. I'm going to go ahead and let her care. Oh, we have a puppy. The puppy is sleeping. Make potion. We'll go ahead and work on discovering potions so that she can work on her chemistry skills. Oh, and we actually have a power cell back here too. Geez, there's a lot of them around the lot. I think that's all of them though. Collect 4 of 5 power cells collected. Well, what about all the others? What? They disappeared. All right, well, let's go ahead and return them to him. I can imagine that would just be something Suas would really want to look at, like power cells, huh? That's interesting. Oh, and I forgot about this like laser point thingy. It's one of the advanced technology things that I think she needed. Is that a wind carver? Maybe. I might have Lyra play with it later. But while we have a sleeping Nissa, we'll go ahead and Lyra will just kind of like, when her mom's home especially, she tries to be diligent, because as time is passing on, I mean, she's only got one vaguely humanoid, non-robotic, non-canine source of affection. So I mean, what else is she gonna do? It's not like she's lazy. All right, come along, Suas. Return those power cells. I like the man's glowy outfit. Maybe we'll bring back some cool new clothes for Lyra. All right, come on. Hand it over. Thanks to you, the time traveler can return home to Oasis Landing. Why don't you follow him and see where the time portal leads? And Suas is like, I have to check that the stove is turned off. Look at her. She has the paranoid trait. So she's off to check that there's the deer of prophecy from my warrior cat series. What are you doing here? Go bounce the other way. Look at how he's just like positioned though. Oh my gosh, why is that so hilarious? I am being such a child laughing over like a deer rump. Honestly. I guess we could go ahead and clean the counter. Oh, and improve her advanced technology skill. That is actually related to some of the things that she needs to do. I'm going to let Suas check the stove before she leaves because that seems hilariously ironic. That is definitely something that would be done before you like head out of here. You would want to check the stove, right? And she does have the neurotic trait, which I wish had a different kind of name. And that's just where everything seems to be. Okay, good. We checked the stove. Can I clean any of these counters? Yes. No. Place a snack bowl. What? Can I clean this counter? Look, you can't even clean the counter, woman. Like, what are you doing down here? But she does have the neurotic trait, which again, I wish had a different name. Your sim can't seem to get a grip on life. She can freak out a little bit. It takes a while for your sim to de-stress, but your sim can share worries with other sims to help them relax. Your sim won't get angry or sad, just stressed out. And I think that fits Suas pretty well. She just kind of is pretty intense. Well, not emotionally intense, just like she tends to want things to go a certain way. And everything just doesn't seem to. She has a little bit of bad luck with that. But speaking of things going a certain way, let's come in. Okay, is Emmett leaving? Let's send Suas back upstairs. Are you out of here, buddy? What's it gonna look like? Are you just gonna play with that? What was that, Lyra? Lyra, this is just literally when Suas comes out. Oh my gosh, Lyra. We just checked the stove and look at this. That would probably... Yeah, I agree. It's like, where's the nanny butt? Why do you think I've got a nanny butt? What is this? Well, I guess you're gonna have these kinds of accidents sometimes. That's kind of spooky with her black eyes, too. Alright, can we make sure the child is okay? Fiddlesticks! Lyra failed to discover a potion. Keep up her relentless pursuit of scientific discovery. Alright, Suas would definitely be worried enough. To like, okay, we asked her about her day. Let's go ahead and hug her because I do think that would have surprised her. And then let's see, friendly. Is there anything? Can I scan? No additional information can be learned. We can, and she counts as an alien, so we cannot bio boost her, unfortunately. Though I do think that that's what she would want to do. And we could tutor her. Let's tutor her in logic for like 2 seconds, because I think now that Suas has kind of gotten over the like, she would be like, look, this is the way you were supposed to do it. She would launch into wanting to perfect the mistake. So she's just tutored another sim in the study of logic. She'll never forget the pride she felt in sharing her skills with another sim. And actually, I guess this is the first time that she's ever directly tutored Lyra, which is kind of significant, right? All right, but we don't want to take too long because Suas does have this portal kind of humming. What the heck? The ice cream truck is just playing music outside of our house. Emmett like disappeared as soon as the explosion happened. He's like, oh, that's my cue. And he just left. But let's see. So here it is. So inside of the inventory is the Almanac of Time. Dun, 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 dun. This is my very first time ever looking at the Almanac of Time. There was really no pun intended in there. It just kind of rolled into it. We'll continue on. So the outcome that's currently active is the normal future. The town of Oasis Landing is a bustling city filled with hidden treasures and places to explore. Whether you're adventuring into the wasteland, taking in a bot competition, or visiting those who've shunned technology, there's lots to do in Oasis Landing. And then we'll look at the utopian and dystopian teachers in the future. Again, no pun intended. Oh my gosh. But let's see. So the descendants of Suas Descendants are directly impacted by your Sim's current traits and household funds. The size of your descendant's household is impacted by events such as getting married or having children. Travel to the future to see how many descendants your Sim has and how well off they are. So we can see Suas's descendants in just a second here. And you can also see the legacy statues that you could have made. So if you want to have, like, the pioneer of Plumbots is something I could definitely see Suas earning. And so it says, with some incredible engineering skill, Roglieri Bernie created the world's first advanced bot, gifting it with sentience, secured a burnished legacy in modern Plumbots. No one in your household is currently known as the pioneer of Plumbots. How to achieve this statue: make a future tech quality Plumbot while in the present, and then install the sentience chip in the Plumbot while in the present day. That sounds like a perfect goal for Suas, doesn't it? Because then she could really advance those bot making skills. She doesn't seem to really be into the bots as much as like the high technology, but what better way to show off high technology than making it sentient? That's so cool. And then she'd increase her relationship with Plumbots at faster rates and receive more Similonians while selling Plumbots. Alternatively, we could be the timekeeper, the trend setter for art, the philanthropist, or the illustrious entertainer. And I think the only one that really fits her is the pioneer of Plumbots. So we might go for that in the future too. Like literally in the future. All these puns. All right, now that we have kind of like, yeah, now that we've lectured her, now that we have, let's get over here. Like, encourage Lyra to improve skills. Explain function, scan target. Let's scan the target, and then robot nanny chip. Encourage Lyra, improve skills. And otherwise, let's go ahead and send Suas off to go into the future. Now that the nanny bot is coming, Suas is ready to head out. So take care of yourself, Lyra. Your mom's just stepping out for a brief moment. All right, what does this look like? Oh, there she goes. Here we are, guys. Okay, traveling to Oasis Landing. Game tip. Sims with low advanced technology skill aren't familiar with the exotic future technology and will experience more failures. Gain a higher advanced technology skill and it will reduce the amount of failures. Imagine that. Wow, the loading screen looks really pretty, but I won't make you guys sit through it. Whoa, here we go. Look at this. This is really cool. Picture time. Picture time. Suas, welcome to the future! This is the very first time I have ever been into the future. This is so exciting. Suas, Tovashek, some of your descendants have been located and live at 508 Precipice Parkway. The town council expressed dismay at the local vagrant population, would like to run them all out of town. I don't think we need to worry about that. So this is basically loaded up a new neighborhood, I think. This is so cool. I wish I could bring Lyra here. There has to be like some sort of fancy way I could possibly like cheat Lyra here. Or maybe I would just have to say that she and her mom will like end up in different places quite often as Suas becomes busier and busier with some of the work that she needs to do. Whoa, look at that. That is so cool. Suas has achieved the impossible, breaking down the universe walls to achieve time travel. Or in this case, we're just going to say she has achieved traveling to another one of the space colonies. And this is kind of amazing. This is so cool. I've never been here before. All right, Suas, let's see. Attention property owner. Ownership has been upgraded to the digital age. All these. Okay, fine. All these updates. So you get all the updates just like you entered a new neighborhood. And now Suas wants to meet a local and she wants to clean something. That is so funny. We'll go with maybe meet a local or actually dream about advanced technology. Meeting a local actually has a higher desire level from her. Is this like the place you get to stay? Look at how cool this is. Oh my gosh. Suas, this is awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun, I think, guys. Let's take a look at what the future looks like. Or excuse me, what Oasis Landing. I guess we'll say Oasis Landing neutral, and maybe nobody could really agree with each other. So all of the Oasis landings are just like different colonies. We are Oasis Landing like dystopian. We are Oasis Landing utopian, and like they're all in my mind from the same place. But all right, and this is where some of the descendants are supposed to be. And they're aliens, but we'll say that they're just like possibly genetically related, like cousins or something. And if they get to live here, clearly they're fancier than Suas, and she might kind of be a little resentful of that. But all right, so let's see what we've got. We'll have to spend most of next time here. Oh, there's so many cool rooms. This is so much cooler than where we currently are. Oh, can I just live here? How do I bring the rest of the family here? I want to see if there's like some sort of way to just bring the family into the future. Suas, are you hungry or anything? No, but she does need a little bit of fun. Maybe we'll go ahead and come down. Let's do random color. Random color. Let's come play alone on that piece, because why not? Oh, what's happening? Oh, she is arriving to the future and Emmett has shown up. Why, hello, sir. We just sneezed all over you. Alright, so he showed up to give us a little chit-chat. Alright. Suas mostly just wants to get her fun up. And there's like play pool. Is there anything that could get her like high technology up while she plays? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Oasis Landing, temporal traveler. This is the Oasis Landing, a community living center from which I submit great mountains of knowledge. To help you get a better perspective of the city, I've given you a jetpack. Start using it and fly around. Fly around with a jetpack. Sure. I mean, it like literally he gives us a jetpack. Why did I spend money on buying one then? Now I have two. I'm just gonna sell one. I sold the one he gave us. All right, let's start using the jetpack. Just to try it out. What? He's got this really cool hoverboard that's now stuck to his foot. That was funny. And we've got the jetpack. Are we going to use it? We're just going to read a book. All right. Well, what about go here? We're just going to walk. So how do you use the fly around with jetpack? I could summon a meteor. Are we going to fly with it? Fly. Oh, we can stop using jetpack. Are we gonna fly off the roof? No. All right. Well, what about flying to a community lot then? I hear flying can be extremely dangerous, but we're gonna give it a go. Let's just fly down. There's a big lake. Hopefully that'll keep us safe. But using the jetpack, well, not the most ideal way. Oh, that's so cool. Well, not the most ideal way to travel. Ha! That's awesome! Is at least a way that we can slowly but surely work up our technology skill. So I think that that is actually pretty cool. Good job, Suas. I think that you actually enjoyed that a little bit too. All right, so I thought we flew around enough with the jetpack, but apparently not. So I guess like visit Twin Peaks Park. Are you gonna fly with the jetpack again? Or are you just gonna walk? She's a cautious kind of sim, isn't she? Let's fly to a community lot again and try it out. Let's jump over here. I don't want to get her completely destroyed because I hear the jetpack has a ridiculously high chance of failure. And then you end up dying. But here we are at the park. We've landed in a tree. That's normal. That's hilarious. Oh, look, and we found our first local. Cool. I kind of like her outfit. Hey, Sylvia. Bio boost, bio drain. Scan. Let's go ahead and scan her. She's not an alien, so I think that Suas tends to have, if there's not like an immediate business advantage, a little bit of a superior attitude towards non-aliens. All right. She also apparently doesn't like the sun, which is kind of hilarious. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go scan this lady. That will hopefully count as meeting a local. Look at the cool book she's got. Literature for the masses. Nice. What happens when we scan her without her knowing? We've learned that she's brave. That is so cool. I've never used that ability before on someone. So we've learned that she's brave. Maybe that means she's willing to take risks. Look at this. It kind of reminds me of San Myshuno from The Sims 4, to be completely honest. That's really cool. Also, I'm going to stop using the jetpack for just a minute because this woman is like freaked out by it. Nice. Okay, guys. So I think that we have made it. We are now into the future. Let's see, later. We are into the future. We are meeting with locals. At least I think this is a local. Can't I, like, friendly? Maybe get to know. Come on. Doesn't that count as meeting a local? Meeting a local. I wonder if Sims that are in the future count as locals, though. Read inscription on the trendsetter statue. So I don't think this counts. But we met her, so I'm glad we worked on that as a, And there's wedding congratulations to Valerie. Who is Valerie? We literally don't know this person, but I wonder if it's like politic to like greet her and say hello. So we might greet Valerie. But I do think dreaming about advanced technology would be a good thing to do at some point. So this is cool. All right. I think this is good. We're going to end with her actually in the future. Then we're going to basically follow her around, doing a whole bunch of things, exploring the lots. I think they're absolutely beautiful. It's kind of everything that I always dreamed that my Sims 2 Eureka city would be. And I really, really am looking forward to just like visiting with everybody, maybe visiting with like our distant cousin descendants. Maybe there's some family line that we're super jealous of because they get to live here. I'm really looking forward to getting ideas from over here, and we will try to fulfill a lot of Suas's wants, just because we'll say that that is kind of her desires. We'll follow her around, let her tell the story, and we need to work on getting more of her lifetime rewards so that we can try to get all of the special lifetime pieces, like the teleportation pad and a few of the other things. I don't know about the clone voucher, maybe the climatron control unit, maybe a few of the other things that would count as high technology. So I do think actually getting the teleportation pad would be really amazing, especially if Lyra steals it and takes it back to Earth when she returns. So, or maybe uses it. Maybe when Suas gets the teleportation pad, Lyra could try to use it to go back to Earth. That would be amazing. So we have a lot of potential opportunities, but we need to fulfill like Suas's wants, and we need to also take care of Lyra and make sure that while she is stuck on an alien planet, she is still developing an education and developing her future. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.